Hello, hello! Let's feed the beast! Whee! Okay, so got a bunch of fun stuff lined up for today. First thing, we want to start on this early because it takes a little while to just to process in the background. We want to do some bee breeding. So, let me talk a little bit about bee goals. So, we want, one of the things we definitely want to get is an alveary. Now, the alveary, as we've shown before, is crafted with impregnated casings, which we can make with seed oil, and scented paneling, which we cannot make because it requires royal jelly and pollen. Royal jelly comes from imperial bees. Imperial bees are part of the, I forget the name of it, but there's a specific name of the branch of bee breeding it is. But anyway, to get imperial bees, we first need majestic bees. And to get majestic bees, we need noble bees. To get noble bees, we need cultivated and common bees, which we have. So for today, I want to get a noble bee. Pollen comes from industrious bees. Industrious bees come from... is it diligent? I think it's diligent. And diligent comes from unweary. Or I might have that the other way around. Unweary comes from modest and something else. Modest cultivated, I think. Anyway, but we're not going to work on unweary today. But yeah, the alveary is a better version of the apiary. It lets you control the climate and doesn't require frames, and there's just a bunch of good stuff about it. So that'll be for better bee breeding. And so yeah, we want to do those two things. So we're going to try, right, in order to get a noble bee, you have to mix common with cultivated, I believe. And I'm going to do that both ways, common princess, cultivated drone, and cultivated princess, common drone. So we're going to hope one of those will give us a noble bee. If not, we'll just keep on trying to do that. Now, the one thing that might do is consume our cultivated princess. This was a purebred, and turn her into something else, like maybe a common princess. Or a noble princess. That'd be good too. Oh, well, that'd be better, actually. That's what we want. But basically, that was one of only 2 cultivated princesses I have. Here's the other one. I have her just producing drones right now. So what I think I want to do is I'd like to have a bunch of cultivated princesses around because they're very important for breeding. So since I have such a surplus of wintry bees, you've seen how many wintry beehives are around here. I want to see if I can turn some wintry princesses into cultivated princesses. And how I'm going to do that is get some wintry princesses first from this chest. So there's 4 of them. This drone. Yes, that's right. What are you? Slowest, shorter, slowest, shorter, slowest, shorter, slowest. Okay. So we'll put one of these back. So, how I'm going to do that is I will mate a wintry princess with a cultivated drone, and that may give us a hybrid cultivated princess back, or cultivated wintry, or wintry cultivated, or if we're really lucky, purebred cultivated. It seems like wintry bees have a thing about them where they mutate to other species more with a higher probability than others. I don't know how it is, but anyway, we can just keep breeding. We'll start with a pure wintry princess. Keep breeding her with pure cultivated drones, which we can continually get from our 1 cultivated princess that's remaining, and eventually she should turn into a pure cultivated princess. So from wintry drones, which are plentiful and not extraordinarily useful. The only really good thing about wintry bees is they produce 4 drones when they die. From those, we can hopefully produce more cultivated princesses. So then we'll have those for further breeding. And yeah, I'm just going to let them breed while we do some other stuff. So I've just done a few things around here. Let me take you through them real quick. Had some infused stone from digging under there. You can't actually silk touch this stuff, but I wanted to see if you could move it with pistons, and yes, you can. So I've brought this up here with pistons. These 2 have turned dull. These 2 are still fire. basically, okay, yeah, the fiery ones sparkle when you bump them. The dull ones don't. I want to see if these turn dull. I changed my Thaumcraft configuration a little bit. I went on a quick trip to some Thaumcraft dungeons we knew about that had almost certainly been there after we had regenerated our aura, and none of them had interesting nodes in them. So I changed the configuration to not regenerate aura nodes. So hopefully if we find another one of those crazy dungeons, it'll have some interesting stuff in it. But I don't know. Might be something else wrong. I added this little thing for toggling our... Right, so it's ornamental, and when you press one of these buttons, level 1, level 30. So what is this sorcery? There's no redstone wiring up there. Yeah, nothing up there. Nothing up my sleeve. But there is a wireless transmitter in there, which goes to a T flip-flop down here. Oh my. Let's see if I can get in here to show you. Yeah. If you want to know how this T flip-flop works, this is not the place to find out, because I'm not going to try to explain in this cramped space. But yeah, it's just a simple redstone T flip-flop using the locking repeater mechanism. And anyway, press that button, pistons go up, press it again, they go down. Is the basics. Right, there's the receiver. That's at frequency 1. So let's put this block back. And another fun thing I did was added these MFSUs. We have 5 of them now. So we have quite a lot of power generation here. Now, the reason I have a scrap box on me is to show you just how fast our mass fabricator goes with these 5 MFSUs powering it. They're all full. They're not going to be for very long, because we're going to turn this on, and 3, 2, 1. Yeah, look at this go. 2 pieces of UU matter. 3, 4. Yeah, so this is extremely fast. Yeah, it increases linearly, so this is 5 times as fast as before. These geothermal generators don't quite know what to do with all the connected wires here. If I paint all these wires and separate them, they do a little better, because then one will recharge each MFSU, but then that's kind of uneven. But actually, I think it'd be good for here, so let's actually do that. I'm going to need some yellow dye. Or any other color, really. What dye do I have? That's red. That'll... yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to paint these white. You see, these two are just staying on now, because they're less confused. So I'll turn this red. There we go. So each geothermal generator will charge 1 MFSU now. And they're also charged up down below by... Kind of hard to get in here with Boots of the Traveler, because it's so easy just to walk up a block. By these biogenerators, which have some biofuel in them, but our one little still can't really keep up too well with these. So, yeah. But we're going to be looking at some other, actually at least 2, maybe 3, I've lost count, other ways of generating power this episode. So, let's actually get right to that. I think that's the next thing in our list. Close. Okay, so, I said before I didn't know how to measure the output of a nuclear reactor. I did some more reading on them and learned a bit about how to calculate it, but there's this handy little device called an EU reader, which lets you see how much current is traveling through a cable. So these should have none. I just right-click, starting to measurement, measured... Oh! 2038 in, 2038 out? Where's that? Oh, this is still on. Ha! Turn it off. It's out of scrap. Okay. So there was a bunch of power going. That would have been more, but there's a little bit of loss from these cables. So the far ones are losing EU as they travel from here to here because of the HV cable. Oops, that's the Bealyzer. Ha! So this should be 0 now. Yeah, 0. But if we measure this cable, we can see how much a geothermal generator generates. It is 20. Yep. So that's working properly. And we can just use that on our nuclear reactor to see how much power it's generating. Or we can just do the math with the uranium cells. And yeah, we're not actually going to do any nuclear power this episode. We'll get to that. But yeah. What we are going to do, however, is... yeah, we're going to do some stuff with oil and fuel and steam. So, there is a newer version of Petrogen than the one that comes with the V7 Mindcrack pack, which I have now installed. And it adds a use for crude oil and oil sands. You can turn them into Buildcraft oil by putting them in a macerator. So it's from 10 oil sands, I believe, I can get 1 oil bucket. I can also get one from 5 crude oil. Let's give that a few more overclockers so it goes faster. And a few more, since I have plenty around. I need to just make a bunch of overclockers to... Ooh, that's too many. Yeah, once that... well, I'm pointing with my finger, like that'll help. Oh, what? Oh, it stopped making the noise, I see. Alright, so we'll do some crude oil, too. Once this lightning bolt starts going down, that's too many overclockers. So 8 is fine, 9 is too many. Anyway, macerating either one of those, crude oil gives you twice as much as oil sands. You get bituminous sludge. From bituminous sludge and a bucket, you can create a bituminous sludge bucket and put this into an extractor. This is my first time doing this. I hope what I read is correct. Seems to be so far. And you get an oil bucket. Cool! So, we have enough sludge for another oil bucket. So that's a little annoying without any automation for it. But yeah, it's a way to use some of this previously useless stuff we find around the world to make more oil. So cool, we have an extra oil bucket. I'm just going to stick it in here for now because I don't have a place to put it because our tank down here is still full. Nothing's changed with that yet, but it's about to, because the next thing on our list is I'm going to sleep because, well, okay, I'll pull this out and then I'll sleep because I want the bees to work and I don't think they're all nocturnal. Next thing we want to do is build a refinery. So that will allow us to turn oil into fuel, which, as far as I know, burns in all the same things that oil burns in, but is much more efficient. So it's kind of like turning biomass into biofuel, except without the loss that you get there of not being able to run in biogas engines, because a combustion engine would be sort of the equivalent of a biogas engine, and it takes fuel and does better with it. So, right, we're making a refinery. If I can remember how, I think it's like this. Yep, okay, so here's a refinery. For the moment, I don't know how it works yet, so I'm just going to put it... Oh, we're kind of out of places to put things, but I'm just going to stick it right... give me something to stand on. I'm trying to put it on top of this energy conduit. There we go. Okay, so... interesting. Let's get our oil bucket out of here again. And... how does this work? Whoa! What the... What? What? What's going on? Huh? I have no idea what's happening here. Do I have to pipe? Okay, let's try piping liquids to or from it. So, yeah, we'll use liquid ducts for that, of course, because they're awesome. And let's bring some tanks. So, right, there they are. 2 of these. So, I'll just put them... Oh, I'm making a mess here. Alright, tank here, tank here. Liquiduct goes like this. This will be its output. And we need a redstone signal to that and a crescent hammer to toggle it. Now that was weird. Like I clicked those things with the oil bucket, but it didn't actually seem to consume it. It just told it to make oil into fuel. I don't know. Okay. So there's nothing in it. Do I have to... Okay, so let's see. Let's take another liquid duct out of this thing. And this one will supply it with oil. I hope. Maybe I have to put it in the top. I don't know. We'll find out. Those are going to want to connect, aren't they? Yes, they are. That's inconvenient. So I'm just going to disconnect this for now. Put some oil in here. Toggle this. And get it going. Okay, 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 it went in. Oh, 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 it's doing crazy stuff. What's it doing? Things are going up and down. Okay. So there's oil in... Oh, there's oil in the right side. Do I need it in both sides or something? It looks like it's going down. Is it producing fuel? Yeah, it's going down, definitely. You can see it going down slowly. Okay, so let's see. Oh, yeah, there's fuel, there's fuel. Ha! Oh, no, disconnect, please. Give me crescent hammer, shift, put this here, connect it. There, now I can put this here. Okay, okay, so change that, oh, change that. Yes! Okay, we got fuel. This thing's weird. How much is that giving us? Is it 1 to 1? Okay, that's empty, and yes, it's 1 to 1. Wow! Not bad, so that's better than the still, which is, I think, 10 to 3. Okay, so we just want to pipe instead of from this tank. I'd like to pipe this. Well, now we need another iron tank for that, because if it's 1 to 1, then we'll end up with as much fuel as oil we have. So, yeah, because I want to pipe that big oil tank, which I think is just down here. Sure is. To the refinery. In fact... no, I don't want to do that yet. Okay. Well, I can turn this off for now. We'll route it to an iron tank in a bit. But yeah, let's give it all the oil it can possibly consume. Oh man, okay, so liquid ducts are nice the way they connect, except when they're empty and you're trying to wire two separate lines around each other. But I think this will work, okay. So I noticed it looked like it only went on the right side. I don't know if these are different. I don't know why it has two different sides. Like I can't, if I left or right click that, nothing happens. So I don't know. But anyway, let's just, wait a second. Why doesn't this have a, does that not connect there? That doesn't connect there. I probably need an iron tank valve there to connect it to. Okay, so that's fine. We can do that. There's one down there. Alright, there's a valve. Ah, yeah, now it connects. Okay, I see how it works. So there has to be a valve block to actually move the liquids around. Makes sense. Alright, so up you go. Up, up. This is... Right, this is for... Let's see if I can put it into the back. Let's see which side it goes into, if either. If we do that, I'm just going to take this down. And liquid duct up here. I don't know if it cares which side is which, but we're going to find out. So we want to get oil into it. Let me down there again. This is, of course, temporary. I'll rearrange it once we figure out what we're doing here and how to work it. So, lever on. Here comes the oil. And is it going in, is the question. Yes, it is. Good, good, good. So, yeah, I'm just going to leave that there like that. Leave this here like this. Let it fill up with fuel. And we'll build an iron tank to store that fuel after a bit. Might have time this episode, I don't know. We'll see how much longer the rest of the stuff takes. Right now, let's check on our bees. Was I doing anything here? Yes, I was. And we got, okay, cultivated and common. So let's see if any of those have noble in their secondary, what do you call it? Cultivated common... Common noble, we got one. Okay, so secondary noble here, and common cultivated. Okay, so cultivated, common, common cultivated. Let's put those two back to well, okay, which way do I want to go? I want to go, yeah, I want to do, So I feel like if I put cultivated common with common noble, I'm more likely to get common than either cultivated or noble, because there's two commons and one noble and one cultivated. But I don't know for sure if that's how it works. Well, but I still have a higher probability of getting noble than if I put these two together, so yeah, let's do that. Okay, so there's that. This was the other way around. I forget which was which. It does sometimes matter, I think, like which breed is a princess and which breed is a drone. Okay, cultivated common, cultivated common, cultivated common. Okay, so that's not so helpful. All right, so we're going to put common cultivated common with common cultivated here. Oh, did I? Oh, okay, I see. Right, we started, you started your life as a common princess. I got confused. I thought I'd accidentally used both of my cultivated princesses, but the other one's in here. So now we have 3. Cool. Although they're both hybrids now. So we're just going to put these 2 back together, see what they do. Check on our wintry bees. Wintry bees are slow, like they live for a long time, but those are almost done. So we'll come back to them in just a minute after we talk about what's next on our list. See how this thing is doing? Yeah, it's filling up. I assume it'll just stop when the fuel gets to the top until I drain it. But we'll find out. So, next thing to do, before we get to this, let me talk about, let me pull this stuff out and we'll talk about it. So, I want to build a large boiler. I have the fireboxes made because we've already seen how to make those. We're going to make a bunch of high-pressure boilers. I feel like I calculated this. I want 36 of the blocks, maybe? Yeah, I think 36. I don't know if this is a solid structure or if you leave it hollow in the middle, but we're going to find out. So let's stick this boiler. Come on, get in there. Come on. There we go. I'm going to stick this boiler maybe in the wall right here. Seems like an okay spot. Now, this chest, actually, all right, let me put the boiler in here first. 1 second. And by put the boiler in here, I mean dig a hole so that we can put it in. So here's our firebox. And I'm just going to try filling this entire space with these high-pressure boiler blocks and see what happens. I feel like that's the right thing to do, but I'm not certain if I need to leave a hole in the middle or what. But let's see what happens here when I place the last one. Will it? It did! Okay, cool. So this is a 36 block high-pressure steam boiler with a 3x3 firebox in the bottom. I forgot a step. I want to put an aqueous accumulator down there, and I believe I have one made already. Okay, so right here seems like a fine spot. We need 2 water buckets and an aqueous accumulator. I'm going to remember to put this bucket back. I say that, but I'll probably forget. Aqueous accumulator is here. Okay. We already tried those with the, I think we did that on camera. Maybe we didn't. All right, well, in a creative world at the very least, I've tried an aqueous accumulator with a boiler, and they work fine together. So this goes here and is supplying it with water. Okay, yeah, this one holds a lot of water. Someone on the forums said you might need up to 3 aqueous accumulators for this, but that's no problem. We can just stick 2 more in there if this doesn't provide it with water quickly enough. So, how are we going to heat this thing up? Well, I think I did already talk about this, actually. We have a lot of blaze rods in here. 3, 4. Let's actually get this going because it takes like hours to heat up. Ooh, that is burning through those fast. But that's okay because we have a way to produce them very fast. I'm going to flip this lever and wait just a moment. And we should see blaze rods start flowing into this chest. It'll take a little bit, so I'm gonna fill this in a little bit while we wait, because I don't need to get in there. Just need to have the stuff in there, ready to go. 23, is that higher than 24? Yeah, it's going up. Okay. Water's going up. Okay. And yeah, here come the blaze rods. So we have a tier 5 blaze spawner down there with an auto-killing mechanism that just drops their blaze rods into an obsidian pipe, which, ooh. You know, that looks like it's going a little bit slower than this is consuming fuel. But from what I hear, once these things heat up, they're much more fuel efficient and will be much slower about consuming stuff. So This will go through its fuel real fast while it heats up, but then once it gets to whatever its maximum heat is, we'll stay stable there and use a lot less fuel to maintain that. But yeah, let's go down there. You can see them piling up. Well, you couldn't right there. The reason this is so far down is so that I don't hear the fire crackling all the time. And I probably should have turned it off before I came down here. All right, well, I'm going to peek in. This might kill me. And it's going to disrupt the blazes. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn it off to kill those that saw me and are now hovering above the water. So, right, this is using wireless redstone again. There's a transmitter back there. There we go. There it is, set to frequency 2. And this receiver down here is also frequency 2. It's pointing downward into the block that is directly above the blaze spawner. So, oh, that's very loud and crackly. Yeah, there's a bunch there. Okay, am I going to die doing this? I might. Oh, man. And the water should be far enough down that they'll be out of range of the spawner, so it can keep on spawning more, because I think soul shards go by the same rules as normal spawners. Yeah, you can see those just go into the obsidian pipe there. There's gold pipes every so often to make the items go faster, but that just goes on a long run up there, which ends at that chest right now. So we'll want to obviously pipe it into the boiler, ultimately, but while it's warming up, I'm just going to supply it manually, and we'll pipe it in some other time. Yep. So that's just going to go for a while. Now, while that is heating up, yeah, we won't actually be able to show that this episode because it takes so long to heat up. Let's check our bees, because well, for one thing, it's nighttime. The wintry princesses should be done breeding with, or wintry queens should be done with their work, and hopefully some of them will turn into cultivated bees. And let's see here. Why is this block here? Must have been doing something with a lever on it or whatever. Oh, hey, skeleton. Oh, that's a creeper crater. I was like, I didn't think there was a cave there, but no, creeper must have gone off. Okay, right, so these bees are done. Oh, wow. Yeah, like I said about wintry bees, they're crazy. Every single one of these is cultivated. Okay, let me empty my inventory so we can actually pick those all up. That's better. And yep, look, oh yeah, that's full. Ooh, wow, really failed at saying that. Yeah, so that's full and it's stopped. And yeah, look what we forgot to do. I knew I would. So, fortunately I remembered. That bucket is there. I mean, you know, it's a short run to the buckets over there, but I want that there so I can fill up my crucible quickly. When I want my crucible full, I want it now, not later. Anyway, so we're going to pull these out and analyze them. See what kind of things we got out of that. I assume, I don't know if all of these are going to be cultivated wintry, or if some will be purebred cultivated, if we're lucky. Cultivated wintry, cultivated wintry, cultivated wintry. There's a block you can craft which acts like a beealyzer, but sits on the ground and lets you stack up a bunch of bees into it and pipe them into it for automation and stuff. So I might want that at some point. It takes a little longer. Like this one's instant, but you have to click to do it. So yes, every single one of these, it seems, is cultivated wintry. So we're going to take all of those cultivated wintry princesses, put them back in here, and give them new purebred cultivated. You know what? We're going to give 2 of them cultivated wintry drones. No, that'll just give me more cultivated wintry. Okay, yeah. We're going to give all of them purebred cultivated bees to breed with. 1, 2, okay. This chest is for purebreds. This one's for hybrids. So all those are going in here. Oh man, that's cluttering that up terribly, but that's okay. Okay, so purebreds come with me. And we have the means to produce more of those, so I'm not worried about using them up. Okay, so hopefully those will turn into pure cultivateds, at least some of them, if not all of them. It is weird that we didn't get any wintry cultivated. It was all cultivated wintry. I wonder if I put a wintry drone with a cultivated princess, maybe that would work like that. But anyway, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we were looking at this. So, One of the things I want to do with this steam boiler, of course, is to run some industrial steam engines with it to perhaps replace our biogas engines here. Because, you know, these are good. They have served us well, but I think it's time to move on to something bigger and better. And that would be steam engines. And another thing is they can also produce EU in addition to MJ by using these things called steam turbines. We've talked about this a little bit, but we're going to actually build one and see what it's like. So these things are real expensive on the steel. I believe it's... Is this a recipe? Yeah. I think you need 8 of these blocks, and it crafts 3, so I'm going to end up with 9. Hopefully I'm right about that. Let's just try this. So I think you put them like this. I'm wrong. How do I build this? Maybe it needs to be taller. Let's try crafting that once more. Because if I'm wrong about this, I'll just have to go read up on it. Is it like this? It is not. Can I... Maybe I need to craft something from those instead of just placing them. Use. Has no use. How do I use this block? It seems like... Okay, you see how... Well, no, they're all like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to make this work. Maybe it needs... What else could it need? I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. So, anyway. That, yeah, I wanted to play with that. All right, let me read up on that. One moment. Okay, got it. It uses the rock crusher pattern. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's more like it. Okay. So this thing, right, we have to put a rotor into it. Now, the reason I have all the rest of this steel on me is because rotors are ridiculously expensive little buggers. So, to build a rotor, a turbine rotor, we need 3 turbine discs. Each turbine disc costs 8 turbine blades and a block of steel. Each turbine blade costs 3 steel ingots. So, first we need 3 blocks of steel. Is my blast furnace going right now? I'll bet it's not. Yeah, since we're using so much steel, let's keep that thing going all the time and feed it some more iron. I found out that one stack of coal coke will smelt 1 stack of iron ingots into steel, so that's pretty cool. Maybe I'll start using that instead of charcoal, because I don't really need to turn my coal into diamonds anymore. Where's my coal? I have a whole bunch in here. Yeah, so there's plenty here. Yeah, so I'll probably start using that in my coke oven instead of wood, which produces charcoal and very little creosote oil. Anyway, so we're building rotors. So we have our 3 blocks of steel. We need... It's 8 of these things, yeah. No, wait, it's not. It's way more than that. Right, because we need... Wait, am I thinking about this right? Okay, so if we put these around here... Yeah, we need 24 of them because we need 3 of these turbine discs. So, more steel. I'm going to use all of my steel on this. So, 16 more of these. And then... Okay, and then we put these 3 together into a turbine rotor. So, this thing apparently has durability. Let's, you know what, let's actually use it. Let's hook it into our power grid. Except we don't have any steam to put into it yet, do we? Because this thing is taking forever and a day to heat. Oh, no, we have steam! Ha! Just caught it as it started generating it. Cool. But it needs fuel. 4, 5. Let's turn this on. Man, I didn't think I'd go through those so quickly. Wow. 101, I feel like that cooled off. But, okay, we have fuel in it now, so it'll keep heating up. Oh, why did I turn that off? Okay, well, that should be producing more blaze rods for us now. I hope. If I didn't break anything. I don't think I broke anything. Yeah, so we're going to put this... Let's just put it directly next to the boiler. Hi, Jack-o'-lantern. You're providing me some nice lighting, but I have to take you down unless... No, I don't. No, I don't. I can leave it there and build this in another orientation that won't disrupt it. Like this. Right, here's our housing. Okay. And we put a rotor in here, and oh, we want to hook it into the grid, so give me some... I guess I could use glass fiber cable, but that seems unnecessary. Okay, well, we can find out how much EU this thing outputs. Do I have glass fiber cable? If it's here, I'm not seeing it, and this is where it would be, so I don't think I have any. Let's use HV cable. Hopefully that's enough. 6, will that reach? Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just barely. Okay. So we can see how much EU is flowing through there with our EU reader if we have it on us, which we don't. Where did I put it? There. Okay. So actually it's going to be no, it's not. These are recharging. Good. So it'll be more than 0. Get down there. All right. So we're going to put the rotor in. It's outputting. Yeah. So this has durability. Okay. 30,000. That looks like it'll last some amount of time. I'm going to have to replace those. So yeah, this consumes those to generate how much EU? Ooh, 76. Wait. So 76 EU per tick. Is that... Okay, yeah, it's consuming that steam, and more is being produced immediately. So... Yeah, okay. So 76. All right. So that's a little bit of a boost. Each geothermal generator is how much? Is it 20? So that's worth a little bit less than 4 geothermal generators, which is not bad. Okay, so we have yet another way of producing EU, and as soon as I build some industrial steam engines, which is what these extra steel plates were for, we can produce MJ with it too. This is weird. I wonder why this is fluctuating like this. Why doesn't it just go to 100% and stay there? Is it because the steam in here isn't at 100%? That's probably it. All right, well, actually, let's see if we can build some industrial steam engines. If, okay, it's nighttime. I'm going to sleep again and check on my bees. I don't think it's been long enough for the wintry ones to have finished what they're doing, but we can certainly check the possibly noble ones. I feel like I'm a little scattered this episode. Sorry if this is less coherent than usual. I know it's not usually very coherent. Let's see. Those are my purebreds, I believe. Let's make sure I got that right and not do something terrible and screw up. Yeah, okay. Those are pure. Those are pure. Those are pure. Good. Okay. So we're going to put those back in for another round. Yep, right here. Oh, hang on. So we have fast, shortest, fast, shortest, fast, shortest. Good. That's exactly what you want for your breeding bees, because you want them to have the shortest life, and so that they die quicker and produce more drones. Anyway, so here's some more purebred drones. Good. And, okay. So none of those are noble primary, and nope, none of those are either. Let's take a look at them. Common cultivated. Cultivated noble. Cool. Common. Ooh, that one turned pure. Common. Cultivated. Cultivated common. Okay, so you're the only one who has any noble in you. Let's put you with a pure common princess. Maybe that'll do something good. Okay. And... well, heck, let's go for another run. So we'll do cultivated common with common cultivated. See if that does anything good. Yeah, this is just sort of how bee breeding goes. You mix your bees, hope for mutations, and if not, just keep sort of trying the same thing and keep hoping. That's for hybrids. These are pures. Okay. Let's see how our wintry ones are doing. They look like they're actually done. Oh, no! Oh! I forgot these are cultivated. Okay, that was dumb. Since these are not wintry queens anymore, and cultivate is their primary attribute, they don't want to be in the cold. So, let's put them in a... ooh. Okay, those were doing tropical stuff. Do we have enough free apiaries for this? We do not, but... oh, goodness. These are all in use. Okay, we're going to set up a few more since we have plenty. And in fact, well, no, let's just empty out those tropical ones because they're not doing anything right now. So you go there. You go here. You go here. And is that all of them? Yes. Okay, now I believe... Yes, these are all purebred tropical, I know. I did end up going to jungle-only Mistcraft World and breaking a bunch of tropical hives for those. Yeah, as we said before, the reason we want tropical bees is for silky combs, for silky propolis, for silk wisps, for woven silk, for woven backpacks. So, and we have 48 of them. That's cool. Right. So we'll let those go for a little while. We wanted to build some steam engines. I keep feeling like I need to babysit my boiler, which I probably do. Let's see how our blaze rod production's doing. It's doing okay. How's our boiler? It's out of fuel. Yeah, I need to be piping fuel into this because this isn't gonna do it. I assume it cools off when it doesn't have any fuel. I know it cools off when it doesn't have any fuel. So I don't know if this can keep up with that while it's heating up. I may have already said that. Might have to feed it peat for a little while. But yeah, I'm going to have to babysit this thing while it heats up. And that's going to take forever. You know what? Well, no, I can't set up a good... Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. Okay, yeah. We're going to do this. That chest is no longer useful to us. So we will replace it with... Or rather, not replace it, but redirect the pipe that's going to it to instead go into the boiler. Let's see, how many in is that? Some number. Maybe here? Let's try this. Oh, we hit a jack-o'-lantern. That's fine. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to okay, do a jog over here. Take this and redirect this over here and pick up a blaze rod because they're spewing out. These don't all have to be gold pipes. That's... Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Do those have to go into the firebox instead of the... Yeah. Okay. So, yep, those are zipping into the firebox. Cool. So that's better. This will take a little less babysitting. Actually, no babysitting now because they can just go as fast as they're produced. Cool. Wow, look at those things all over the place. Yeah, this is, guess I better wrap it up soon. Having a little trouble talking properly here. Yeah, we did a bunch of stuff. Let's try and build some industrial steam engines, or at least look at the recipe. Industrial steam engine. So 2 steel gears, 3 steel plates, glass pistons. Okay, steel gears are just like that with a stone gear. All right, I'm going to build some of those. All right, we had enough steel for 5 of them. Yeah, I am seriously short on steel. I want more than 5. So we can probably just run... Wait, what's going on here? These two don't need to be here. Ha! Wasted conduits right there. I think I had this U connecting over here instead of over there before. Yeah, because I had this a little different. Right, I replaced this redstone with red alloy wire just for a little more compactness, and looks nicer that way. So I just want to get some steam engines in, pumping into this. Let's see, is that necessary right now? Yeah, it's pretty stable. So we're not consuming that much MJ. But if we have this here, we feels like we might as well use it. And yeah, that's consuming its blaze rods faster than they're produced. So I'm gonna have to put some alternative fuel in there for when it runs out. Yeah, anyway, so we have our industrial steam engines. Let's just put one of them on the grid and see it do its thing. Now, these are full. I assume the steam turbine is doing nothing. I hope it's not just sitting there wearing out its rotor. Yeah, output 0%. Cool. Okay, so it's smart like that. So I want some redstone energy conduits to get those steam engines connected. I feel like I'm doing everything slower than usual today, and it's bugging me. Because I need to go fast because this is already episode length. I need to wrap it up, but I'm not done yet. I don't have any liquid ducts, right? Because I want to run the steam to the engines. with liquid ducts. Only have 5 of them. Okay. Well, let's check on our bees again. Bees are still going. Okay, sun's going down, so I'm gonna have to sleep again. Yeah, let me run some of this stuff off camera. We'll be back in a second. All right, I kind of made a mess of this, but hopefully it'll at least work. I just branched off of this line to come down here. There's not a lot of room to work here with all these lava and biogas lines going around. But okay, so we're going to put these engines on here, and they're up against the block that gets powered when... oh, well, they're not going to accept that, so that's fine. Up against the blocks that get powered when the redstone energy cell needs energy. So I'm thinking this thing is actually going to be our bottleneck, because it can only output 100... Well... We're only generating 50 MJ per tick. Let's see how much these industrial steam engines give us. Maybe 5 of them will give us another 50. I think it's 8 each, so that won't quite be that much. But anyway, liquid ducts. Oh, interesting. So I didn't even have to tell that to output to it. It just did it. So connect. Are you... Okay, they're filling up with steam, and they are running. This one's not. Why isn't this one? I feel like this is going to act like a... Okay, well, we might have to do our liquid ducts a bit differently, but those 4 are running at least. Oh, no, I know why. It's because it's out of range of the redstone signal. Because I only ran it to here. Okay, well, that's all that is. Easily fixable. Anyway, so these are providing 4 MJ per tick each. I thought they were supposed to do 8. What do I have to do to get them to 8? Yeah, I'm putting Pete in here because it's not filling up with blaze rods quickly enough. Yeah, this is going to be hard to keep fed while it heats up. Anyway, so I don't know what I need to do to get these... Oh, they're going up a little bit. I assume I just need more steam. Maybe 1 liquid duct isn't enough to output to all of them? I don't know. Anyway, our bees should be done, so let's check them before we end the episode. You're not quite done, but you're really close, so we'll start over here. These were cultivated wintry, because you can see the frozen comb in there. Let's see what they are now. Cultivated wintry. Cultivated wintry. Okay, well, we got 1 pure cultivated drone out of that, so that makes me hopeful for the other... okay, well, these were common and cultivated. Let's see if there's any noble in them. No, not that one. Not that one. Well, hang on, I already had these on me. I don't know which bees are which anymore. Cultivated pure, okay. Oh, common pure, oh, that's not helpful. All right, let's check these. Cultivated pure. Okay, cool. So we got another... Wait. That was the one we already had. I need to label these apiaries or something so I don't lose track of what's what. Wait, let's make double sure so we don't read it with cultivated wintry. Good. Okay, so that's still cultivated pure. This one. This was wintry. And... cultivated pure. Okay, cool. So, yeah. We got another pure cultivated princess. Awesome. So we can purify wintry princesses into cultivated ones. Very nice. I don't have the inventory space to check the rest, but we don't need to because we proved that concept worked. So cool. We didn't actually get a noble bee, but we got some with noble traits in them at least. So I'll keep doing that and see if we can get toward noble. We'll work on unweary or diligent next time. I forget which one it is. But yeah, I've been a bit too long-winded apparently because my timer's telling me I'm way over time for this. But I guess that'll have to do it. So probably record another episode real soon. So I will see you guys then.